On Fridays, we like to check in on those things related to film, those things related to music. He follows it all. He writes for the Marina Times. He comes to us on a rainbow. Oh, yes. He calls himself the Culture Blaster on social media. Michael Snyder, everyone. Hi, Michael.
Hey,
Michael.
Good morning. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Brett. Good morning, John. And good morning, San Francisco and all the ships at sea. I am so excited. I'm giving my TED Talk, Blockchain for Blockheads, today.
And very exciting.
Of course, it's going to be on a platform that is too secure for anyone to access. So, you know.
I see what you're doing. You're dumping on the people who are all Web3 with the blockchain and the crypto.
Hey,
the NFTs. How dare you?
I do what I can to poke a little fun at the monolith because it's standing right in front of me.
Yeah.
Supposing you brought the light inside the body.
Yeah, you can't. Don't make fun of science, Michael.
Hey,
or high tech.
I embrace it with all my heart. I'm an early adopter, and of course, the adoption doesn't ever really work, but that's okay.
I stand corrected.
All right, go ahead, Michael.
Hey, listen, let's talk popular culture, shall we?
Yes, please.
Okay, we want to kick off with movies because movies they're your best entertainment value, are they
All
not?
right, okay.
At home or endangering
Sometimes
your life.
they are.
At the theater, it's all about the movies. You know, I can't help but feel that Memory could have been really good. It stars Liam Neeson, whose later in life action hero projects have ranged from "that was fun" to "what was he thinking of." Anyway, I'll just weigh in right here and say this is more the latter. Okay, get this. Memory was directed by Martin Campbell.
Okay.
Who
he's yeah. Go ahead.
Casino Royale, the
Right.
first and maybe the best of Daniel Craig's James Bond movies, and GoldenEye, a lesser effort than Casino Royale, but the first and best of Pierce Brosnan's James Bond movie. So he's good at James Bond movies.
Wow.
Nothing else.
Not Goldfinger.
He didn't do that. No. That was Guy Hamilton.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway,
Yeah.
nothing else in Campbell's filmography comes close to that, even if The Protege with Maggie Q, Michael Keaton, and Sam Jackson wasn't bad. That was his previous release. I wish Memory would have been memorable for the right reasons, but no such luck. Neeson's character, Alex, is an aging gun for hire, and unfortunately, his family
He's more
members
aging than gun for hire.
no,
is what
his
you're telling
family
me?
members have been crippled with Alzheimer's,
No.
and he is starting to forget things. But when he's hired to kill someone who could rat out a human trafficking operation reaching from Juarez, Mexico to El Paso, Texas, he balks because taking out this particular target crosses a line of his.
And wait a minute, he can't remember who he's got to kill? Is that
Well,
what the
no,
story
it's
is? So he
not-
starts killing
not that-
everybody?
All the while, he's dealing with
that movie, though.
He's dealing with his increasingly faulty recall. I mean, I was
Okay.
waiting in discomfort. I have a certain set of skills if I could only remember what they are. But that never happens. Anyway,
Okay.
look, there's nothing funny about dementia.
No.
Most of us, myself included, know people with relatives or friends whose lives have been inexorably stripped away by the disease.
Oh, it's horrible, of course. Yeah.
It is. And I don't know if a good thriller could have been made about an assassin dealing with oncoming Alzheimer's. I just know this isn't it.
Okay.
Despite an intriguing premise and the presence of Guy Pearce as the FBI agent on Alex's tail.
Now, wasn't Guy Pearce in another movie about losing your memory?
He was in something called Memento,
Yes,
which was done in
Memento.
reverse.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so they thought, hey, let's get Guy Pearce. Anyway, he doesn't know. He doesn't remember he did this other movie. So we'll bring him in.
Yeah, his memory, of course. Well, did you like Memento, by the way?
I loved Memento,
Okay.
a story told in reverse and really artfully done.
Anyway, back to this one. Okay,
So
yeah.
in addition
Guy
to
Pearce
Pierce,
is in it, yeah.
Euro glamour girl Monica Bellucci, we haven't seen her in film in a little while, and she plays the wealthy, powerful CEO of a shady corporation. Neeson slogs through this like he's not sure he wants to be there. I'm considering the story and thinking it may have been an acting choice, but more likely it was the lumbering screenplay. Memory is in theaters, and you're probably going to forget about it.
No, I get it. A couple of references to memory, and this is not memorable, and you're probably going to forget about it. I got them all, Michael. I didn't want to
I
call
want
them all
to
out.
beat this horse with the biggest stick ever. I'm always on board with a good horror movie, and that's what we have in Hatching. Finnish director Hanna Bergholm's unsettling and somewhat satirical look at mother-daughter relationships taken to extremes with subtext galore. Tinja is a 12-year-old living in the suburbs with her mom, her dad, and her little brother. Mother is a vlogger whose online videos depict the family's happy home life. Yeah, right. Of course, that's all bogus. In fact, Mother is actually a momster cheating on dad, pushing the reluctant Tinja to excel at gymnastics. And I have my sugar daddy. And if the girl succeeds, Mom will bask in the glory of her child's achievement. That's ordinary horror. We know that horror. The extraordinary horror is a result of Tinja becoming kind of a surrogate mom. She brings a wounded bird's egg home and cares for it until it hatches.
Don't tell me something happens to the little bird.
The thing that emerges from the egg, I don't want to spoil anything, but things get very gooey. I think body horror master David Cronenberg would be proud of Bergholm's work here. This is a bonanza of interrelated themes and subtext, including the responsibilities of motherhood, the stresses of pubescence, the morality of infidelity, the ugly underbelly of suburban life. Clever script, right? By Ilya Ratzi, deft execution by Bergholm, aided by terrific performances from Sofia Hakila as mother, and especially Siri Solaluna as Tinja. As far as I'm concerned, they've hatched one hell of a baby.
Oh, my God.
With hatching.
They hatched it. Get it, Brett?
This is in select theaters this weekend in New York and L.A., and opening this coming week in San Francisco. It'll be streaming in mid-May.
You like it. You like it.
Yeah. May I finish? Get it? It's Finnish. It's Finnish.
Oh, it's Finnish.
Can you let him finish, sir?
No, it's Finnish, meaning from Finland.
I want to stay out of the country because our first review was an American film or one directed by an American or for an American company, and But let's go to France. We've been to Finland. Anais in Love is a bit of a rom-com or a rom-drom-com about an attractive young French university student who floats through life expecting that everyone around her will give her a pass when things get difficult because she's so damn cute and earnest and clever. Is the rent due? Oh, give her a break or a loan. She's blowing off a date or an assignment or even a job because she has to follow her heart. Cut her some slack. It's the annoying side of the manic pixie dream girl trope, as in the kind of young muses often played by the Zoes, Zoe Deschanel and Zoe Kazan.
Course, yeah.
So Anais is whimsical. She's sexy. She flits from lover to lover, just like a butterfly, to quote Ray Davies, and she's selfish. If Amelie was a bigger pain in the butt than she is in the Audrey Tautou movie, she'd be Anais. Well played, by the way, by an up-and-coming French actress by the name of Anais de Moustier. And what a coincidence, she's got the same name as her character. Anyway, she and her boyfriend split up, and so she beds an older man, then becomes intrigued by that guy's wife, a renowned author who was doing a seminar.
I have my sugar daddy.
Well, it's a sugar daddy's wife that she went after.
Well, kind of.
Okay.
But she comes to see this woman. She's a renowned author, and she's doing a seminar. So instead of going to work and taking care of her thesis, Anais attends the seminar to seduce the woman.
Wow.
Played by the excellent French actress, Valeria Bruni-Tedeschi.
Oh, my God.
Ooh, it's a wild idea, but it just might work.
Did it work? Did she seduce her?
The scenes between de Moustier and Tedeschi crackle here. Anais in Love is a diverting look at interpersonal manipulation and power plays, and it's so French. It's like a warm almond croissant with strawberry confiture. Anyway, it's in theaters this weekend. And
Confiture should be a ding, I think.
Well, it's a French word. It's streaming on demand next Friday, Anais in Love, or Anaïs, if you want to say it in French.
Wow. So you didn't like Memory. You really liked Hatching, which is the horror.
Yeah.
And Anais in Love you like. We've got time for one more, if you'd like.
A Petite Maman, in English, Little Mom. It's another French film.
Look at you with all the French today.
It's a tender sneak attack on your emotions. It's a seemingly modest little film, rather brief in length at 72 minutes. What a relief. You had to sit through the Batman.
Oh, my God. I watched the Batman. It never ends, that movie.
It's 6 hours, right? Is that right?
It feels like 60 hours.
Well, great movie until the third act. Anyway, moving on.
The last 30 hours were bad, but the first 30 were okay.
Petite Maman is a seriously lovely glimpse at how children process loss and grief, informed by a bit of a timey-wimey fantasy about familial connection across the generations. So in gentle fashion, Petite Maman follows the wanderings of a precocious 8-year-old named Nellie.
Precocious is totally a ding word. Go ahead.
As
yes.
Nellie's mother and father are cleaning out her late grandmother's house, the place where Nellie's mother spent much of her childhood. So in the nearby woods, Nellie encounters a neighbor girl around her age who is constructing a sort of teepee out of branches and leaves, and the two instantly hit it off. And when Nellie is invited back to her new friend's house for a snack, quiet revelations come to pass. So French director-screenwriter Céline Sciamma, who made Portrait of a Lady on Fire, which is a darkly beautiful period film about the star-crossed romance between two women from different stations in life. She made Petite Maman. She's responsible. She's made 2 winners in a row. This is in theaters right now, Petite Maman.
Wow. Look at this, Brad. He likes the trio of Hatching, Anais in Love, and Petite Maman. Mm-hmm. The only thing he doesn't like is that Liam Neeson thing, Memory.
Yeah, I forget it already. It's forgotten.
You're sure you feel forgettable.
It'll be forgotten.
I have 30 seconds for you. Anything else, maybe on television or what's coming up?
Okay. If you have BritBox, why didn't they ask Evans is a 3-episode adaptation of the Agatha Christie novel as scripted and directed by Hugh Laurie.
Wow.
Who plays a supporting role. It's set in the early 30s. In a coastal Welsh town, at least at the beginning. And Will Poulter, who's going to be Adam Warlock in the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie from Marvel, he plays Bobby, a young Navy veteran of World War I and a would-be garage owner who discovers a body on the beach. It's ruled by the authorities as suicide, but Bobby and his well-to-do
it's not suicide.
childhood sweetheart, played by Lucy Boynton, love her. They think foul play and try to figure out the identity of the murderer, someone who would like to kill off anyone in his or her way. So they're endangering themselves by trying to find out who did the dirty deed. Also,
yes. So they're in danger, though.
Yes, they are, because
What?
they're trying to find out who the killer is.
Sure, go ahead.
Jim Broadbent and Emma Thompson play small roles in this, so don't expect them to be front and center. But it shows you the quality of the crew and the cast. Why didn't they ask Evans is on BritBox. And I want to remind people, because it's almost the end of April,
yes, sir.
my column in the current Marina Times, the Coastal Commuter column about spring, expresses my joy and trepidation about the this particular season. So check it out at marinatimes.com.
You are a really great writer, sir, and I know we give you a hard time and we pound you with Chris and all his crazy sounds and drops, and you still press through it all. We so appreciate you on the show, but your writing is really special, so I hope people do check it out in the Marina Times. Do we have anything else for...
guess what? Next week at the Castro, we worry about the Castro's eventual fate. It's going to be the home, yet again, of the San Francisco Silent Film Festival, and our friend Alan White is a big fan, friend, and supporter, and maker of silent films. He is beside himself about it. The Silent Film Festival starts, I believe, next Thursday at the Castro Theater.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
The Silent Film Festival next Thursday at the Castro.
Yeah, and don't be quiet about it.
I don't. It comes and goes on a rainbow. Bye, Michael.
See you, Michael.
Go Warriors. Go Giants.
Yeah.